Hi, I'm Carlin, and this is JavaScript for Programmers. Document Object Model. Now we get to the heart of JavaScript, the Document Object Model, or DOM. The document is the web page. The objects are the various elements of the web page, like anchors, forms, form elements, and tags. The model is the way of showing how the various elements relate to one another. HTML documents have what is called a hierarchical or tree structure. For example, the HTML consists of a head and a body. The head can contain a title. The body can contain a paragraph and a form. The form can contain inputs and a text area. Referencing objects in the DOM. Each of the objects in the DOM is referred to as a node. There are a number of different node types, but for the moment we will only be concerned with element nodes. Consider the previous example. We have HTML, we have a head and a body, a title, a paragraph, two inputs, and a text area. And these are their relationships. The HTML is a node, head is a node, body is a node, title is a node, etc. The DOM uses parent, child, and sibling to describe the relationships between the nodes. The HTML tag is the parent of the head and body tags. The P tag is a child of the body tag, and the input tags and text area tag are all siblings. The text on the page and the white space between tags also are represented by nodes in the DOM, but we aren't going to worry about them now because there are easier ways to access elements than through these relationships. Referencing objects in the DOM continued. If you are interested in more thorough discussion of the DOM, see Ilya Kantor's JavaScript tutorial at javascript.info. There are three special methods that make accessing elements easy. Document.getElementById with an ID, document.getElementByName with a name, and document.getElementsByTagName with a tag name. The first two are the easiest to use because IDs and names are unique. To use document.getElementsByTagName, you have to identify which one of the elements with the given tag name you mean. For example, the third paragraph on the page would be identified with document.getElementsByTagName, tag P, index 2. Referencing objects in the DOM continued. The third method, getElementsByTagName, is useful if you want to perform the same operation on all the elements with a given tag name. For example, if we wanted to change the font size of all the paragraphs in the document, we can loop through all the elements returned by a getElementsByTagName and change the font size of each paragraph in turn. For I equals 0, I less than getElementsByTagName, tag P dot length, increment I, left curly bracket, getElementByTagName, tag P, index I dot style dot font size equals 14 pixels, right curly bracket. This example also illustrates that the getElementsByTagName method returns an object with a property of length, the array size. Referencing objects in the DOM continued. We can make accessing elements by tag name even easier if we combine this method with the first method. Suppose we have a div with an ID of section 2, which starts with 2 empty paragraphs for spacing, followed by an image and then some text. If this is being displayed on a phone, we don't want the blank paragraphs, so we want to remove them. First, we find our place in the code with the var right para statement, and then we remove the paragraphs. For I equals 1, I less than 3, increment I, left curly bracket, var right para equals document.getElementById by ID for section 2 dot first element child, right para dot parent node dot remove child for right para, right curly bracket. You'll notice that we use first element child to avoid having to worry about any of the white space children. And then we can use the parent node remove child method on right para to remove the correct paragraph. Referencing objects in the DOM continued. Now we want to consider the other two primary node types, element attributes and element text. Both of these node types are children of element nodes. To identify the child of an element node, you use the dot notation parent.child. In an earlier example, get elements by tag name, paragraph, I, style equals font size, 14 pixels. Style is an attribute or child of a p tag, and font size is an attribute or child of style. Note that the font size attribute is written as font capital S size. This is because a minus sign can't be used as part of an attribute name within JavaScript. To access the text of an element, we use the keyword inner HTML, as in x equals get elements by tag name paragraph 0 dot inner HTML. My first rule of thumb. Don't get me wrong, I love JavaScript and believe it is a powerful, flexible language, as do millions, if not billions, of other programmers. So before you start writing code, Google your project. You may find someone else has already encountered your problem and programmed the solution for free. Even if you can't find the complete answer to your problem in a neat little package, you may find various pieces of code you can link together to create a solution. Save your efforts for those situations where your problem appears not to have a ready-made answer. Then see if your answer might be of use to others.